Alright, the second review for today. Today we are reviewing Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes on the PlayStation 4. This is a game I was excited for. You know, it's a very controversial game, but I was excited to play it. You know, I'm not a huge Metal Gear fan where I have like all the games, and I got into this series of Metal Gear Solid 4. That was the first game, the first Metal Gear game, excuse me, I played was Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. And I liked it. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked it. And, you know, I didn't play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Pretty much, this game is synonymous with the PlayStation brand. It was a PlayStation exclusive. Kojima then went third party, and now he's releasing it on the Xbox consoles, which is pretty good, you know? So, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. I'm going to go out and say that out of all the games I played this year, this has been my favorite so far. Now, I know Infamous Second Son comes out tomorrow. I'll probably topple this game. But out of all the games I played this year, Thief, Castlevania Lord's Shadow 2, Titanfall, this is my favorite game this year so far. You know? It's a really, really good game. I'm gonna give you guys a review that's not based in criticizing the length of this game, right? Because you can, it's pretty much on average, the game's going to take you about 4 hours to complete, on average, okay? But I'm going to give you guys an opinion that's based on the experience, how much fun you're going to be having in those 4 hours, how much replay value the game has, and rather than being, oh, it's $30 and you get 3 to 4 hours of content, I'm just going to tell you guys how fun the game is to play and how much I enjoyed it. So it's not going to be based on the price of the game, nor the amount, nor the length of the game and how long it's going to take you. I had a lot of fun playing this game. Actually, I'm playing it kind of right now. I kind of paused it and recorded these reviews, but I'm having a bunch of fun in this game. Playing this game, keep in mind, I was, you know, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain looked really good, but in my top 10 best games for my top 10 most anticipated games for next gen, it wasn't on there. It was sort of like, oh, maybe in the 10 to 15 area was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. After playing Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain is now in my top like 7. All right, because I did a top 5 most anticipated next gen titles. There are some good ones, you know, Prey 2, Mirror's Edge, Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher 3 is one I'm really excited for. But now I'm pretty much Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain is definitely up there now. It jumped like a huge, like 10 games. It jumped from being down here in its, you know, most anticipated list to all the way to like the front row, sort of. This game is really, really fun to play. It's a prologue to what Ground Zeroes is going to, or Phantom Pain is going to be. I have to get these names right. Phantom Pain is going to be. It's light on content, but it has immense replay value. I basically beat all the missions just recently, and I'm already playing through the game, trying to complete the objectives, and you know, trying to unlock levels, collect stuff, extract more people I need to save, and so, you know, get like an S ranking at the end of missions. I'm trying to do all that, and I'm trying, you know, to prolong the amount of fun I've had with this game for as long as I can. So, yeah, this game's a lot of fun to play. Its story, it takes place in the 70s. This game, it's supposed to be during Peace Walker. I never played Peace Walker, or after the events of Peace Walker. So I don't know, like, this whole universe. This is me just jumping into Metal Gear Solid 5 because the game looked pretty good and I wanted to play it. And I'm really glad I did because I cannot wait for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain now. I literally cannot wait. And that game's supposed to be a rumored early 2015 release. Seeing this game on a small scale as it is with Ground Zeroes and now moving to an open world where it's 200 times larger than what Ground Zeroes is going to be, that is going to be... That's going to be just incredible to witness. It really is. So, it's kind of hard because I'm trying to get my perspective on the game, but I know everyone's sitting there shaking their heads like, it's $30, it's 2 hours, it's $30, it's 2 hours, it's $30, it's 2 hours. So everyone's already disclaiming what I have to say on the, about the game because it's 2 hours and it costs $30. But it's fun. And there's so much negative stuff happening around the game that, oh, it's $30, it's 2 hours. Then wait for a price drop. Wait till it's $20, wait till it's $10, and then buy the game. You know? I had fun with it. I'm not gonna lie. I had fun with it. It's my favorite next-gen game I've played so far this year. Haven't played Infamous Second Son yet, but I've had a lot of fun with this. And I like the way the game plays. It runs at 1080p on the PlayStation 4 at a smooth, consistent 60 frames per second. Not once did I even notice the frame rate drop at all. It's pretty much smooth, consistent, just all the way 60 frames per second and native 1080p, and the game is gorgeous. It's one of the best looking next gen games I've ever seen running. It has exceptional lighting. It's very photorealistic. Some really awesome camera effects with dynamic depth of field, where stuff blurs out when it's close to it. You can't really tell, and a really far field of view. There is some pop-in with leaves and stuff. That is to be expected when the game looks this good and it has a big world. Obviously, the Phantom Pain is going to have some pop-in, but it's really, for the common person, it's really not that noticeable. It's not like a whole wall pops in. It's only really the grass and the textures on the ground to really pop in. But still, that happens at a distance. It rarely ever happens when you're so, you know, when you're like right there close to it. And if it does, it's very brief and it's really hard to catch. So the game's a lot of fun. It is, and I do like the game a lot. And outside of that, I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. It's a prologue story, so it's like you're playing a mission that's a prologue to what Phantom Pain is going to be. It kind of leads up to how Phantom Pain is going to start, and then you have side missions that just add extra replay value to the game. That's it. It's really hard for me to say, okay, well, here's the story, this is what the story does, because there really isn't a story. It kind of has like a cutscene. You do your mission, you go into, you complete your mission, there's an end cutscene, and that's it. There really is no story. It's just a lot of fun to play. So, this is going to be a really short review, and it's probably going to be a pointless one because, you know, it's hard for me to say, oh, I'm going to review Titanfall, or I'm going to review Thief. I'll talk about its story, its graphics, its gameplay, its sound production. I can't really talk about a story in this. I could talk about the potential of the gameplay, of what it's going to be like in Phantom Pain. I could talk about the graphics and the sound. Excellent graphics and sound, I already said that. But gameplay-wise, it really moves Metal Gear into a new direction, and I think it really does an excellent job at doing that. Like I said, it's smooth, consistent, 60 frames per second. The controls are spot on. They're pretty familiar to anyone who's played the Metal Gear game before, but they refined it, so it's kind of easier to jump into. You can play this game action-oriented. If you want to play this game like a third-person shooter, you can. It's possible, but you can still get killed rather quickly. But you do have regenerating health this time around, which is different from Metal Gear Solid 4. You had to actually use a health pack or eat some food. So it does bring Metal Gear into a new direction. I think it does a really excellent job at doing that. And playing this game, I can't wait for Phantom Pain now. It's one of my most anticipated games, and the scale of that game is going to be ginormous. The story of that game is going to be pretty epic, I have a feeling, and it's just very, very cinematic. I like the voice acting is excellent. Kiefer Sutherland does an excellent job playing Big Boss and the other people in there. And what else am I supposed to say, really? Like I said, it's hard for me to review this game, but I had fun with it. That's it. I think that for $30, I'm pretty pleased with what I got. And, you know, I'm playing through the game multiple times, trying to collect all the collectibles because it's so short, because it's very encouraging of players to just jump in there and play through it a couple times. And I had fun with it. So, if you can spare $30, this game's great, in my opinion. It's my favorite next-gen game so far. Haven't played Infamous again. And, I'm really excited for the Phantom Pain. It really gets you excited for the Phantom Pain. If not, wait for a price drop. But please, don't miss this game, because I mean, even if you're not a Metal Gear fan, if you never played the Metal Gear games before, and you're like, I don't know, the game never really appealed to me, and I'm just not into that whole Metal Gear universe, I think that you guys would be pretty surprised with how much they changed it, how inviting it is to like new players, and just how much fun it is to play, and how amazing the game looks and runs on the PlayStation 4 and on these next gen systems. So the game is really good. I enjoyed it, and I'm reviewing this game based on how much fun I have. I'm going to give Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes a 4 out of 5. And I think it's a lot of fun. I really do. So, that's it. Jeez, I think this is my shortest review. Well, one of my shortest reviews I've ever done. Usually they're like 20 minutes, but it's kind of like it's hard to review the game. So, please give it a shot though. If you've never played a Metal Gear game, this is an excellent way to just jump into the series. You don't need to know the previous type of. I mean, I was able to jump in and I was fine. I only played Metal Gear Solid 4, but it's a lot of fun to play through. And I think a lot of you guys who aren't into Metal Gear will be kind of impressed with how much the game's changed and how inviting it is to new players like yourself. So, have a good day, guys. 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I'm going to be playing this game right now, actually, before Infamous Second Son comes out tomorrow. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, for the Phantom Pain when that releases. So, it's going to be pretty cool. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.